Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking the dreaded D-Rose report for today. What have I got? Multiple sources believe Claudio Castagnoli and Chris Hero, they perform, of course, as the Kings of Wrestling for Ring of Honor, will conclude their obligations to the organization next month, and they're going to be joining WWE immediately thereafter. Although they're advertised for the August 13th Ring of Honor television taping in Chicago, Illinois, one source says it's possible they will debut for WWE, bypassing the developmental. So there's rumors that they might be with CM Punk as his little backup instead of Nexus, which that'd be good. That might have been a part of his contract negotiation. All right, WWE's Capital Punishment pay-per-view event featuring R-Truth. John Cena drew about 200,000 buys, according to the figures. I don't know if I gave you that stuff yesterday or not, come to think of it. And anyway, the preliminary figures for is up 143,000 buys from the previous June's pay-per-view of Fatal 4-Way. All right, this is kind of strange. Former independent wrestler Devon Nicholson has filed a $6.5 million lawsuit in Ontario's Superior Court of Justice against Larry Shreve. Who in the hell's Larry Shreve? Why, it's Abdullah the Butcher, WWE Hall of Famer. Anyway, the lawsuit stems from a 2007 match in Ottawa, Ontario, where Nicholson alleges that Shreve cut him with a razor blade without his permission. My gosh, Abdullah the Butcher with a razor blade or a fork or cutting people? Come on, man. You know, you get in the ring with him, you know what's going to happen. Anyway, Nicholson alleges that Shreve's blood mixed with his own and gave him hepatitis C. Well, somebody's going to have hepatitis C to begin with. I don't think just mixing a little concoction makes you have hepatitis. Anyway, Nicholson learned from his infection, and he learned about it in mid-2009, I guess. That September, WWE rescinded their 3-year contract offer to Nicholson, and allegedly on the basis of the disease, so it cost him. So whether he had it before that or not. And according to Nicholson, though, his attorney met with Shreve in September 10 in Atlanta, Georgia, and he agreed to provide blood work. Yet the suit alleges Shreve never provided the promised sample or the results of the sample. Sources of the report are available online. Shreve posted his note on Facebook page, I think it was July 17th. He said, "I received my medical report. I have no hepatitis, no AIDS, no anything. My blood tests are all negative. Then these fools will be prosecuted in justice." It says Hannibal, Billy Graham, and especially New Jack, the most vulgar boys whom the business knows. Not sure whether they mouthed off about that or not, but anyway, according to him, he came back okay. China, by the way, canceled her appearance at K&S WrestleFest, which takes place Saturday, August 27th at the Ramada in Philadelphia Airport, Essington, Pennsylvania. For former WWE Women's Champion Candice Michelle has been announced as her replacement, which I would much rather see. Other talent scheduled to appear, including, I'd like to be there, Wendy Richter, Rockin' Robin, Deborah McMichael, Cherry, Terry Runnels, Mike McGurk, Heidi Lee Morgan, Medusa, Shelly Martinez, Tori Wilson, Stacy Carter, Fit Finley, and Isis the Amazon is going to be there also, and Jimmy Hart. Former TNA star Nick Jackson, known as Jeremy Buck, by the way, of Generation Me, he turns 22 years old today. Just a kid. Regarding reports that he's out of action for 6 weeks due to a torn pec, Matt Morgan said the following on his Twitter. He said, "Wow, thanks. Wasn't aware of this." He didn't know he had a torn pec. Matches for tonight's TNA Impact Wrestling on Spike TV is going to be Rob Van Dam taking on Gunner in a Bound for Glory match series. Crimson taking on Bully Ray for the Bound for Glory series match also. Winner taking on Tara. Brian Kendricks taking on Abyss in the Ultimate X for the X Division title, and Kurt Angle taking on Mr. Anderson in a steel cage. Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff, Micro Championship Wrestling will finally debut on True TV. Looks like September 14th, 10 p.m. The series is reportedly they got 6 of them in the can. No, I ain't talking about like China does, but they got 6 of them taped. On this day, 2007, the wrestling world lost to the 2-time NJPW World Heavyweight Champion Karl Gotch at a ripe old age of 82. Gotch was considered the pioneer of modern Japanese strong style wrestling. Following his retirement from active in-ring duties, he became a trainer, accounting for a ton of the Japanese stars that is over in Japan right now. Gotch died peacefully at natural causes in Tampa, Florida. I have never known of anybody ever dying of natural causes, because if you die, that means your heart stopped, you quit breathing, whatever. It's not natural. I don't believe natural causes. Don't do it. Official theme song for TNA's Bound for Glory is Not Again by Staind. TNA star Jesse Neal announced on Twitter last night that he and his girlfriend, wrestler Christina Von Eerie, are engaged and is going to be getting married in Las Vegas. My condolences to him. It is official. Guys, me and Christina are engaged. It is love of my life, and we're happier ever after. Or more than ever. One half of the TNA Tag Team Champions, James Storm, wrote on his Twitter account that he hurt his back at the tapings, and doctors told him that he has a bulging disc. And apparently Storm injured it during a backstage segment, not in a match. On this day, I got horrible news. On this day back in 2008, this is awful, WWE officially became PG. Pre-ordering, by the way, for WWE 2012 from GameStop will get you an alternative in-game attire for The Miz. Anyway, The Rock is in New Orleans this morning. Began filming his G.I. Joe. Matches for tonight's WWE Superstars on WG, well, not WGN anymore. It's on WE's website. Are Alex Riley taking on Jack Swagger, Heath Slater taking on Trent Beretta, and the WWE Tag Team Champions Otunga and McGillicuddy taking on Masters and Marella. And Marella gets his nose broke. There are some recent TNA figures, by the way. Just a little FYIs. July 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Salem, Virginia, they drew 400 fans. Winston-Salem, they drew 850 fans. Harrington, Delaware, they drew about 500 fans. I think that's awful. People should get out and see their shows more. Anyway, Kurt Angle said again this week in TNA Wrestling Impact that he's never beaten Sting going into their world title match at Hardcore Justice. Angle actually beat Sting twice. Once in October 26, 2007 for the world title, and again on May 27th, 2009, Impact in King of the Ring Mountain qualifying match. Rough estimate on pay-per-view buys for TNA Destination X would be somewhere between 8,000 and 8,500, which is slightly a decrease from the prior month's Slammiversary. Now here's some things from Raw on some of their shows. This is the July 22nd, 23rd, 20. Anyway, Springfield, Massachusetts, $120,000 gate. 6,000 in Wildwood, New Jersey. Pittsburgh, they did 4,300 fans. All the way down to, let me see, the 24th, White Plains, New York. They had about 4,300. And 8,000 fans at the Raw, Hampton, Virginia. As noted yesterday, WWE overhauled the SummerSlam card for Monday, deciding that their creative plans for CM Punk at the event were awful. This caused Alberto Rio to be removed from the WWE title picture once again. He'll be back. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.